Now we take a look back at the Olympics through the eyes of USA women's volleyball captain Jordan Larson. After leading her team to gold, she talked to CGTN's Wang Dong about the experience, which included a straight sets victory over 2016 champions China.
If you play in a quarterfinal, it's like your last shot. So there's a lot of pressure in that situation. The game against Dominican was 3-0 and we kind of had the lead most of the time. I still think that before that match, there was a lot of anxiousness and uncertainty, and I think the fact that we were able to get through that together, I think set us up for great success going into the semifinal, as we knew that we had to be playing pretty well against Serbia. That was great for us.
Jordan, how lovely to have you on board. Great to really talk to you. So how settled are you now in Los Angeles? How meaningful is this trip to Tokyo to you, really?
Oh, it's hard to put into words. It's really a dream come true. I think our team played really well, and we just have so much to be proud of. I think we just functioned well as a team, and we were able to put it together when it mattered most, so it was really cool.
In hindsight, what are the keys to this success story, really? I mean, what have made a difference, fundamentally?
Yeah. Honestly, I think, I know the pandemic hasn't been great for a lot of people, but I think for us, while it was hard to take a step back from volleyball and not be able to play together, I think the one thing that did help us was allow us to have a lot of conversations off the court. Mm-hmm. And it allowed us to kind of really figure out how we make the team successful, and through role clarity and in doing all these things and trying to build a true foundation of the program. Right. And so while we weren't in the same location, we were able to still meet over Zoom and all these things. And so I think once we got back together in the gym this summer, we were already on a mission, because we just knew, everybody knew kind of where they sat to a certain degree, and just, I don't know, all of a sudden we were just functioning so well that interpersonally we were really good.
In one of the group matches, you were up against the then reigning champions, Olympic champions, China. Did you expect that match to be sort of like a one-sided, 3 straight sets?
I definitely did not, and I'm sure people from the outside looking in didn't think that either. I mean, obviously at BNL we lost to China 3-0, right? And so I think that match could have gone either way, and we as a national team, I can say that we have major respect for the Chinese national team and the athletes that play, and obviously Jenny, what she's done with the program. And so we knew that it was going to be a fight. And so, yeah, I think we weren't expecting it to go that way, but obviously we hoped it ended in a win for us. But yeah, I think it was a little surprising by how quick it was.
What do you make of the whole team's performance there? I mean, knowing that you know the Chinese side pretty well, because in fact you played in Chinese league, and also you know some of the players there as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can only imagine if that was us, right? If we were to not make it out of pool play, I'm sure it's disappointing for the program, as far as you have this goal in mind of, walking away with a medal and, winning the whole thing. And so I'm sure there was some disappointment involved. I know for us, after we lost to Russia, I know it was kind of a rude awakening, hey guys, any team can come out and really take it to us. And so we just have to be prepared, okay, we have a plan coming in, but what's our plan B, and what can we go to when, maybe the cards aren't, lining up with us. So, yeah, I'm sure that as they've put a lot of time and effort into their program, that it was disappointing that they weren't able to make it out of pool play.
On a light side, Captain Jordan, what's next with you, really? Are you coming back to China? Are you going to be somewhere in Turkey or Europe? Because you do have some big fan base in China as well. So we would like to know that part, if you will.
Yeah, I am coming back to China this year, Shanghai, to the same team.
Wow.
So really excited. Yeah, I just don't know many details about the season or what's happening yet. So hopefully we'll learn that soon and figure out when I'm heading over.
That'd be great, really. I mean, I'll be honored to have you in Shanghai, which is my hometown, of course. In terms of the next Olympics, only 3 years away from today, really, is that something in your sight as well?
I don't think so. I'm still not 100% sure, but
Oh, come on, you're only a little bit over 30. I mean, you're still in your prime, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel great. Like my body feels really good, and yeah, I love the sport. I'm a big fan of the sport. I love playing. I love competing, but there are things in life that I've been putting on hold for some time that I've really like wanted to dive into. So we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to really enjoy this moment and enjoy where I'm at and kind of make that decision as it comes.
Absolutely. What about the defending champions, USA? Of course, China would like to avenge themselves 3 years later, and of course, other opponents will do the same thing. And what about the shot of the United States as the defending champions in Paris 3 years later?
Yeah, no, it's hard to say what's going to happen in 3 years, right? There's a lot of time and a lot of personnel that could change. But I think in general, I think we haven't been able to win in the Olympics, right? And so I think a part of it was just like learning how to get there. Like, what is it going to take, right? We only had other teams to really compare it to. And now we know that like, hey, this is the standard in which we operated, and we found like good results. So I know that the coach and coaching staff or whoever is the coach will do a good job of kind of figuring out a plan and how to be successful in the 3 years time.